Hello, everyone. As you know, from the short yesterday, I was supposed to appear in court for this trial, but I don't have time for show trials or dog and pony shows. I really don't. And as the comedians on the internet say, "Oh, another showa, another showa." We get to persecute another white man. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, he's a cishet. I love this shit. Oh yeah, I love taking down straight white men. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Because that's what it's like, psychopathy is everywhere, and so is burnout. And as I've demonstrated with the history of propaganda, I have the intelligence, the discipline, the tact, the honor, and the respect, right? To be a decent human being. So when this court case has been drawn out for 18 months now, 18 months, right? Yes, there might have been a clerical error once somewhere in the line. I was talking to the prosecutor through emails. I was being congenial. I was being what's the word? I was doing this with candor and honesty, right? As per the DEP. Because if I'm an officer, I have to act like one. Simple as that. And I just said, I sent an email to the complaints because I've witnessed things within the courtroom, especially with Zoom meetings, that the defendants are appearing on Zoom meetings while under the influence, and that means absolutely everything that they say and anything that they do within the court is bogus. You can't even charge them. Isn't that how it goes? Anyways, so I'm gonna call the chief federal prosecutor, the Public Prosecution Service of Canada, which is at the Ontario Regional Office, Toronto, 130 King Street West, Suite 2400, Exchange Tower, PO Box 340, Toronto, Ontario, M5X1E1. Now, I also witnessed the filibustering of the legal system by new Canadians, or because apparently saying immigrant is too offensive now, and immigration is being used as a weapon. But those loyal to the Liberal and Trudeau government, if not the NDP and so on and so forth, and they support these sustainability goals and so on and so forth, and this housing initiative and whatever else, because they have skin in the game and they might make money off of it. And then there's some people within the court system that are prosecutors that may or may not be real estate agents. There's a conflict of interest here, right? A huge conflict of interest. The revolving door of the public and the private, okay, is where the corruption happens and where the legal system fails. Simple enough, isn't it? Did you watch The Corporation? Did you? Do you remember what that's about? Or are you too busy, drinking your Mai Tais and put the can on the airplanes that I fix? Fuck you. I tried to do this the nice way. I did. Because I was made into the victim. I don't like saying that. I really don't. Because I don't identify as a victim. But I've been through so much shit that I don't have time for this anymore, okay? The things that I have time for is making art, relaxing, being with my friends, my dog, what's left of my family, and then making some of these videos. Some people think that just because of their position within life and because of the people that they know, that they can abuse their power and exert their force on other people. But you can't do that. You can't. Because this is how the rule of law fails. Is when vigilante justice, mob rule, undercuts the system itself, and then the system itself is being attacked with the DDoS of people, with misdemeanors, summary charges, whatever else, right? In that the most important cases which set precedents and set the tone of the culture for the next how many other years until it gets nullified, right? How do you nullify something within logic? Because that's what I've been doing. I've been using ethos, pathos, and logos, like you're supposed to do, right? I don't do ad hominem attacks. I have all these fucking emails. I have them. I have proof. I have physical evidence and digital evidence of my relationship with this woman that was not casual and is my common law wife. So fuck you. Why did I wait this long? I tried to move on. I really did. I had other girlfriends. But all the rest of the women didn't compare to this one. Nothing compares. It just goes to show how much we've lost touch with reality, especially those within their professions that live within inside we'll call it the chalk tower, right? Not the ivory tower, the chalk tower. That is the courthouse. It's not made of granite. It's this brutalist structure here in London. It's oppressive. It's supposed to. It's meant to induce fear and anxiety. But you know what? You think that those things, this psychological warfare, and the threat of jail, gives you power over me? The threat of being put on the sex offender registry and my sample of my DNA being taken because I was panicking and I didn't know how to do an intervention properly? Fuck you. Fuck you for thinking that I'm an evil person for trying to defend a woman from herself and her own family and her friends. Because we get into these relationships that are based on lies. Because they are. And we continue to tell these lies to each other to maintain these friendships. Because we think that, or we feel like, that if we don't have these friendships, then we're not valid and we're not true. But nothing could be further from the truth. Look at me, okay? I have been through absolute hell. Absolute hell. With the number of contracts that have come and gone and being fired for basically anything. If I looked at someone the wrong way. Go home, Anglo. Go home. You ever experienced that? You go to Quebec, you have Quebec heritage, your friend has Quebecois heritage, and then the people around you don't want you to be there? Fuck you. Did you drive across the country 7 times? No, you didn't. Fuck you. Did you work on 25 different aircraft types? No, you didn't. Fuck you. And now a bench warrant is being issued for my arrest. Make my fucking day. Because you know what? I know when I'm right about something. And I hate being right about something. Because that means I have to do something. Out of a moral obligation. What are you going to do? You're going to put me back in the psych ward? This is what we do to high status men. This is what the vigilante feminists do. Is they tear people down to maintain their position in life instead of bringing people up. And I'm dealing with a psychopathic bitch right now that happens to be the prosecutor. That's not an ad hominem attack. That's a judgmental assessment. I grew up around murderers, drug addicts, thieves, and prostitutes. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Because of my family's work in helping people, in the path to hell is paved with good intentions, because we always attack the best of us, because we hate the best of us. So here's the next question. How many veterans, how many police officers, how many high status men, firefighters, highly visible, have gone through the same shit in the past and then their life is ruined because of it. This woman gets off on ruining people's lives, and so does the prosecution. The entire prosecution office gets off on putting people in jail when they can't even make the right assessment because the information is too much, overloaded, can't even make the right decision half the time. So I'm going to call the chief federal prosecutor's office right now after this solar eclipse, because the solar eclipse was more important than the court case. It was. And I didn't sleep very well. And through these videos, you as the viewer, thank you for tuning in, know this very well. I don't sleep very well. I don't. And I can't sleep without, assistance.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voice mailbox that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
As God is my witness, and proof is in the pudding here, they're doing this on purpose. That is a tactic of ignorance and culpability in corruption, because they turn a blind eye to the complaints. And they have so many complaints that they don't know which ones are real anymore. I have nothing further to say because I'm innocent. And this should have been settled a long time ago. And you're fucking with me and my wife. You can't stop people from having children. Because that's what this is about. This is about having kids. And who's capable and responsible enough to do that. But when the entire community, because I have roots here in London, I have deep roots here in London, and I know and I anticipate all the rumors and the mudslinging that has been happening in the background. Because people don't want me here. They don't want me here. Because of my family. And because of my beauty and my intelligence. And my capabilities, my talents, my strengths. So respectfully, to the prosecutor, fuck you. Blow me. You don't know me. We were friendly at first, but now it's hostile. Pick your battles. And be careful what you wish for, lest you become what you hated.